Adonon, Mureno, ורבינו, מלך המשיח, לעולם. Welcome to the summary of the Dvar Malchus, the sicha from Shabbos, Parshas Tavo, Tavshan Aleph. The Rebbe King Moshiach Shlit starts off with the fact that the Parsha of this week starts off speaking about the Bikurim, and then Moshe continues speaking about the general covenant and the bris between Hashem and the Jewish people. Asked the Rebbe King Moshiach Shlit, everything in the Parsha, everything in Torah is exact. This is the same Parsha starts with the idea of Bikurim, which is a very specific mitzvah, and then comes to a general connection to Hashem and the Jewish people. Must be a connection, must be exact and perfect. So too, you understand why the name of the word Savay coming, that's the name of the Parsha. Seemingly, Bikurim is that Savay. So only after Savay, only after you come to Eretz Yisrael and you plow and you grow, you have fruit that grow, they bring Bikurim. And also, how does the name Savay have to do with the entire content of the Parsha? The Rebbe King Moshiach Shlit first explains that the whole idea of Bikurim, what's Bikurim, is everything thinks that Hashem, however, not just generally like we say during davening or my etc. Nugis to Bikurim that I express my thanks, also in action. I'm bringing fruits to Hashem. I'm promoting. I'm recognizing that everything I have belongs to Hashem. Therefore, the first fruits I bring to the Beis Mikdash. And what's the idea behind this? Chazal say that you didn't call the Bikurim. You didn't know the first. It's like a Bikurim of the first fruit. Usually the first. Not only the neshama above it is first, not only generally, every Jew, no matter where state he is, even though he's in a physical body with a nefesh hamis, he is the first, he is Bikurim. Therefore his place is the Finesh in front of Hashem. And this that is in front of Hashem is always, therefore it must be expressed in all details. Every single speech, action, every single part of him has to be part of Bikurim, the most unique thing in front of Hashem. So there's emphasizing the mitzvah of Bikurim, a Jew, what's his place in the Beis Mikdash. What is a Jew? His speech and his action, he's thinking to Hashem, his speech thinking to Hashem, because his whole being is thinking for Hashem. And therefore, that's the connection between Bikurim, the first mitzvah of the Parsha, and the whole Parsha. We speak about the general idea of Torah mitzvahs. What's the purpose of all Torah mitzvahs? The general covenant to Hashem and the Jewish people is in order to reach the idea of Bikurim. However, says the Rebbe King Moshiach Shlit, that's even a deeper idea. We know that Bereshis, that the Yidden are not only greater than the whole world, also before Torah. We know what is Bereshis. What does Bereshis mean? Hashem created in the beginning. Beis Bereshis. The beginning was for two. Beis verse 2. What are the two? The Jewish people and the Torah. In those two itself, Torah, it comes after the Jewish people. The Torah is commanding to the Jewish people. The Torah says, tell the Jewish people, speak to the Jewish people. In other words, the Torah is speaking about existence that already exists. And they did also emphasize the fact that the Zohar writes, classic sharin, the three knots that are tied one another, Torah, Yidin, and Hashem. Says the Rebbe King Moshiach Shlit, singly, to tie three things, you need two knots, between Yidin and Torah. And second knot, Torah and Hashem. However, the third knot, what third knot? The connection between Hashem and the Yidin, not through the Torah, higher than the Torah. How is expressed in the fact that Koach Nefesh, when it's coming dealing with the life of the Jew, we say the life of a Jew comes for any halach or anything in Torah. And also the fact that a Jew can do tshuva means even though according to Torah he's missing, he can reveal a deeper connection to Hashem is greater than Torah. Usually, to reveal a connection of Hashem and a Jewish person has to come through Torah. However, time there's no Torah, the connection is not through Torah even. And that's the whole idea of the Bikurim. What's the idea of Bikurim? The Bikurim, one person reads how we had love on, he didn't have the Mitzrayim. They didn't have yet the Torah yet. Nevertheless, where's Bikurim? Nevertheless, Hashem saved them wherever they're going. Why? That's the day of Bikurim. Are you hitting their one with Hashem? And they're Bikurim even before the day of the Torah. And this idea of Bikurim also emphasized in the halacha that when the poor person brings a basket, it's not a gold or silver basket. Maybe it's a different leaves or whatever, maybe branches, or maybe whatever may be made of. So the basket itself goes to the kain. What does it show? Not only their neshama, only their food. So the body is Bikurim. And that's the connection between Bikurim and all general Torah mitzvahs in the Parsha. Bikurim, this, that the Yid is one with Hashem, and he's greater than the Torah, greater than anything. That's the beginning, and that's what brings him to fulfill all Torah mitzvahs. That's what Rashi writes in connection to the day of Bikurim. Hayom Hazeh, what's today? Paul says, today Hashem is commanding you, Hazar Rashi, Kol Yom Yu B'nechad Hashem, every day you should be new. It should be like it's new for you. Now, if the Yidden are not the greatest, if the Yidden are only in order to reach something else, how could the Yidden say that today it's new? Because it's not new, because we're doing one thing, and after the Jew comes, there's another thing. However, if the Jew is a purpose himself, he is the greatest thing, he is the purpose. Only in such a way could a Jew say, today it's new, today it's now, because now, the way I am now is the purpose. And this also why the name of the parsha is Savai. Seemingly Savai is only a preparation. I'm coming to Eretz Yisrael, I'm not there yet. Nevertheless, because we're talking about a Jew. The Jew is Bikurim. He is one Hashem. He is the greatest entity. Therefore, no matter what state he is a purpose. Now is Tov, and now we're coming. Over here is a purpose to come, even though it's technically temporarily. We're talking about a Jew. Now, which is a purpose, now is a purpose. This idea is connected to those months of El, the king, is in the field. It shows that any single Jew would come to Hashem. The idea of El, of what the Rosh Tevis says, is emphasizing the love for Hashem and Jewish people. And also over here, we see the idea of Bikurim. There is no differentiation of who could greet the king, who come close to Hashem. Doesn't matter what state you are, Torah or Torah, Jews are with Hashem. We see also the fact that who arouses Hashem? Adonai, by himself. And the Rebbe Malchus Mashiach says, we have to every person has to make a cheshbon nefesh in this month of Elul. What he did in the past year, what he did next year. A Jew, recognizing that he is Bikurim, he is the most unique thing, and his place in the base of English. You have to make sure that you're behaving in that way, that you are the most important thing in the base of English. Even if it's talking about one thought, or one speech, or one action, which thinks is no importance, something else, that's something unique. When you recognize that you are part of the Bikurim, that are in the base of English, and the Kayan is watching every single movement. Certainly, you'll be careful to make sure to be the right way fitting. And if it's so to the entire year, especially in the month of Elul, especially in the last 12 days of Elul, especially in the year of Tavshan Alf, when it flies to Elul, you're going to write the next year Tavshan in the base of flies bar, in addition to the person about accomplishing his Aveda of the Krimmah himself, should also accomplish it and other people, and also to harass people to make sure that all the Jewish people have whatever they need for Yom Tov. And all the three have learning a lesson regarding the day of the Gula, which is coming to take from the Amish. The completion of Tavo Eretz, the completion and the coming to Eretz will be with the Gula. Because this is the main thing that's time consuming. It's Inachikr, it's one gram is the day of the Gula. And especially now, it's the month of Elul, when everybody can come greet the king, and the king is in the field and greet everybody. So if they're screaming out, Ad Mosai, the Gula shall already come. And because the announcing and the asking for Hashem to bring the Gula is coming from a Jew. The Jew is Bikurim, so we have the power to bring the Gula. And more than this, telling you, even before a Jew screams to Hashem, Hashem already answers and brings the Gula. And brings the Gula. Even though the Rebbe had said that now with our will, whether we go out of Galus. Now with our will, whether we go into Galus. Now with our will, we leave Galus. How that's talking about how a Jew has his own will and Hashem has his own will. So our will is one way, Hashem's will is another way. The Jew's will is one with Hashem's will, because he is Bikurim. He has the power to accomplish. Hashem will bring the Gula and take it from Yad Namash. Because the whole idea of exile is not relevant at all by Jewish people. Jewish people have to be close to the Father and the base of English. And this that Hashem sends the Galus in order to reveal our powers that we have. Therefore, the Jewish people have the power to nullify the Galus and bring ready the Gula. And if he doesn't, through saying, the Jew will ask and scream to Hashem, have mercy, and bring the Gula mitzvah Hashem and the Mashiach Tzidkenu. And he doesn't, this will accomplish its accomplishment and bring the Gula to every single Yid. Take it from Miyad Mamash. Yechi Adonenu, ורבינו, מלך המשיח, לעולם.